This is our 2020 Swift Basecamp 2. As we enter into 2024, we also transition into our third year of ownership. Owning a leisure vehicle has been the enabler to discover the incredibly diverse natural landscapes of the United Kingdom. During our journey so far, we have immersed in spectacular mountain ranges, walked amongst the outstanding natural beauty of the rolling hills and valleys, and stepped foot on some of the finest sections of our 12,000 kilometres of coastline. Our touring adventures thus far have provided access to thousands of years of history, and we have discovered how our proud heritage has shaped the country, learning the manner in which the daily lives of ordinary people have created the fantastic nation we all enjoy today. Notwithstanding our numerous adventures to date, there is still an abundance of history and landscapes to discover. Join me in this vlog to discuss our plans for 2024, combining weekends with holidays to maximise our time with the caravan. So we're going into 2024 and our third year of owning this Basecamp Caravan. Now, being well and truly addicted to the adventures and discovery of landscapes and history in our beautiful country, and wanting to be everywhere 30 minutes ago, I have already planned all the adventures for 2024. So let's discuss in this vlog. First up is January. Now, I wouldn't class this as an adventure per se, but the wife and I are returning to our local touring park, Plas Farm in Betws-y-Mroes, just outside Abergele in North Wales. It's our local favourite. It's in the Welsh countryside, surrounded by fields of sheep and horses and all the scents and sounds of a farming community. The pitches there are all hard standing and fully serviced, and we really like it there, so we're going there first for a long weekend. Next up is February, and this is when the base camping adventures really start. The dog and I will be heading to the Peak District National Park, and we're staying at a touring park called the Longnaw Caravan Park. It's an adults only caravan park, and we've got a fully serviced pitch. I'm meeting a good friend of mine there. He's bringing his brand new top of the range California Ocean, and we're staying there for 3 nights to do some hiking. Now, I don't do any hiking in the Peak District, I'm almost embarrassed to say, and the reason for that is because I've been going there for 20 years paragliding. I learned to fly in the Peak District, and I've been going backwards and forwards to the Edale Valley for 20 years this year. So that drive has become a little bit monotonous, but I'm well aware that it is a mecca for walkers, attracting millions of walkers every year. We're going to go there and we're going to get stuck in and look forward to some hiking in the Peak District. Next, we'll be going into March, and the dog and I will be going on another hiking adventure, this time heading south to Bainau Brycheiniog, or as we all know it, the Brecon Beacons. I've booked 3 nights at the Caravan and Motorhome Club site in the Brecon Beacons, which is a short drive from Panivan, one of the most popular walks there. So we will be doing some hiking around that area. I've never been to the Brecon Beacons, so I'm very much looking forward to going there. Before you know it, we are already into April, and with spring well and truly upon us, we would hope that the weather is starting to improve, and therefore the wife will be joining the dog and I on more adventures going forward. So in April, I plan to return to the Yorkshire Dales. Now, I went to the Yorkshire Dales twice in 2023, and what I discovered there was a landscape of incredible beauty. Together, people agriculture and topography have created a landscape of immense beauty. I absolutely loved it there. So I will be taking the wife with me next time, and we're going to return to Hawes. So I will book a pitch at the Hawes Caravan and Motorhome Club site. It was a great location for walking into the town of Hawes. There's plenty of bars, restaurants and shops, so I'm sure my wife will enjoy that, and there's some good footpaths to walk directly or very close to that campsite. So I'm very much looking forward to showing the wife the Yorkshire Dales in April. Next up, we're into May, and this is the big one. So in May we have a plan to return back to the Scottish Highlands. We're going up to a place called Morvich, the Caravan and Motorhome Club site there. If you go on Google Earth and have a look, it's literally surrounded by mountains and not much else. I'm meeting my good mate up there again. He's coming up in his brand new California Ocean, and of course his Cocker Spaniel, and we plan to do 6 or 7 days just hiking into the wilderness and just exploring the immense beauty of the Scottish Highlands on foot. It's also perfectly located for getting across to the Isle of Skye, and we've got some walks planned there as well. Now this is a big trip. It's going to take, with the caravan, with the base camp on the back, from here it's going to take me 10 hours to get up there. Now, although we've got it booked, we've got our pitches booked, we have sort of an unwritten agreement that if we get a bad weather window in that week, we're going to have to be flexible and move it. Because for those that have been up to the Highlands, when it rains there, the rains are biblical. Now, we are expecting it to rain when we go to the Highlands, of course, but if we get a weather window where it looks like it's going to be blanket rain for that whole week, we're going to move that trip, because there's just no point going all that way just to get soaked. So the plan is, at the moment, we're going to be doing that in May, but we may need to move it. But that aside, I cannot wait for that trip, and we've got some fabulous hiking planned. So watch this space. Fingers crossed we get the weather we need. Now we're already steaming into the summer and into the month of June, and the wife and I have a booking back at the Red Kite Touring Park in Llanidoes. So that's in the Clywedog Valley in mid Wales. It's a beautiful touring park, an adults only, pristine park. We've been there several times now and we love it. The main attraction there is the Clywedog Reservoir and the dam there. If you've not seen that, it's well worth a visit, and there's some stunning walks around that reservoir. So we're going back in there in June, and we're very much looking forward to that trip. At this point, it's hard to believe we will already be into July. And July is the month that the wife and I go for our annual holiday to Whitsands Bay in Cornwall, just by Plymouth Sound. Now, we've been going there for 17 years. It will be 18 years this year on the run. Every July we go. Historically, we have been renting the chalets that are on the Whitsands Bay cliff front. So we'd be renting them, and we've also hired holiday cottages in Kingsand Corsand, which are the villages behind Whitsands Bay. Beautiful beaches, pristine, very quiet, peaceful place to stay. But over the years, the pricing has just gone up and up and up. So recent years, we were paying between £900 and £1,200 to rent a holiday rental down there. But now that we have the Basecamp Caravan, we are pitching up at the Whitsands Bay Holiday Fort, which is a sort of a Napoleon naval gunning base, if you like. So it's steeped in maritime history. It is rather rustic, 'cause it's been converted to a holiday park. But it's got a bar and restaurant on there, and we really like it. And we pay about £300 for the week to stay there. So in my mind, I'm saving between £700 and £900 every time we go there and I take the Basecamp Caravan. So that's £700 to £900 every year that we get back on the van, because we're paying for a pitch, not a rental. So we love that holiday, and we're very much looking forward to going back again this July. Next, we'll be going into the month of August, and I don't have anything planned for the month of August, purely because that's the height of the summer holidays and it's probably a little bit too busy for us. So unlikely to go away in August. Next, we'll be going into the final month of the summer, and that will be September. I'm planning, although I've not booked anything in yet, to return to the Isle of Anglesey with the wife and the dog. There's 135 miles of coastal path around the Isle of Anglesey. Absolutely stunning coastal walking, beautiful views in every direction around every corner, as well as lots of history, lots of maritime activity, lighthouses, etc. to see. So I've been ticking off different sections of that coastal path, and I've still got sections left to do. So the plan in September is to head back to the Isle of Anglesey. We'll stay on a nice certified location. Anglesey has loads of certified locations and some really good ones as well. So we'll book one of those, and the wife and the dog will enjoy some coast path walking in September. And finally, the last month we'll be going out in the base camp next year likely will be November, and that will be to the Lake District. Now, we went to the Lake District in 2023 to Ullswater, staying at the quiet site in autumn, and we were just very lucky with a weather window. It had been storm, weather window, which was the long weekend that we went away, and then another storm on the back of that. But when we were there, we just had the beautiful clear skies, and in the autumn colours, the Lake District was just, I've never seen such natural beauty in my entire life. So the plan is to go back to the Lake District in November again this year in 2024. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang fire on a booking. I'm going to wait to see if we get a weather window like we did in 2023, and then book something so that we can go and see it with those beautiful colours again. Now, fingers crossed that there is a weather window, and fingers crossed that the wife and I can align our diaries and work so that we can take some time off together. But that's the plan, and I couldn't recommend it more to see the Lake District in November. It was beautiful.
So there are the plans for 2024 adventures, outlining a course to discover more of our beautiful United Kingdom with the Basecamp Caravan. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on an adventure sometime very soon.